didn't care about winning. He just wanted to break 90, and that was his goal. So I gave him the deal, and his wife, I call her Coach, because she is, when he sets a goal, she's his accountability. I mean, she holds him accountable 100%. So I basically gave him the deal that for a month, every time he comes and practices, and he comes out twice a month, that I wanted him to go shoot the white course, our easy, our pretty easy course, for score. So he went out the first time and shot 10 stations, 5 paired every stations, got bored to death. I think he shot like an 84. Mm-hmm. I was like, an 84, that's what you shoot. Mm-hmm. That's what you shoot out here at the NSCA shoot. That's what you shot at nationals, or your average at nationals or regional or whatever. I said 84, that's, we got to break that. But he kept on, about 3 weeks later, he comes in, he shot a 92 on white. He was proud of it, man, proud of it. Come out, I think 2 days later, he shot a 94. He come back the following Tuesday, I think he shot like a 92, 93. Then he went to a tournament the next weekend up at another gun club up north, NSCA tournament. It was a registered shoot, and he HOA'd it with a 93. And that was the barrier, because he had never broken 90. All of a sudden now he did, and now he felt like he could. So he went up there with those tools, and he did. And I think you have to build that into your game.
And understanding that discipline of whatever happens throughout the course, you have to work the course and keep on going as well.
Yeah, don't get bored and quit.
And you can over try, but you can also under try as well.
He also, I think the biggest thing he learned too is you may have a problem station, but it can affect you on the rest of the stations. And that's what was happening. He was getting 3 or 4 stations in with success, building the expectation, then having trouble with a certain target or targets because the expectation was getting the better of him. When he was able to let go and just let it happen,
but
he was then having success.
He had that expectation. The level he wanted to do was to get through the 90.
Yeah.
But what we need to remember in this sport is that it's a game of rank and not a game of score.
Right.
So it's where you finish up. And I remember Will Fennell saying to me, shoots won on an 89 and lost on a 99. And so you might have that bad station out there, but you don't know what's happening
around you,
and it's how you keep your game together.
Yep.
Going right through to the last target. I've seen it a number of times when people get frustrated because they feel their ego doesn't like being at a lower level. I think the World Championship at South Florida a few years ago, when the World English was there are a number of people finishing on 170 something who were used to finishing in 190 something. Yeah. They were driving off with the tails between their legs. They didn't like it. However,
it's still in the top 5.
Precisely.
Yeah, it's still in the top 5. Well,
it's a game of rank and not a game of score.
Well, it's like the same guy. He kind of created his own issue. Is when he broke that 90 and he won HOA, then he all of a sudden started trying. Now I'm trying to break 90. Now I'm trying.
So he's focused on the end result, not looking at the processes. Now, and I always say, if you work those processes, the end result will happen.
Yeah, and
when you start writing your winner's acceptance speech 3 stations from the end.
Yeah, he kind of went from an 85 average to then breaking through the 90s, winning HOA for the first time when he shot 90s, to then going to about a middle 70 shooter. And basically had to crawl out of that and realize how bad that was affecting him. And luckily he did, because he finally just relaxed and got back into his process.
And probably something he needed to go through as well to learn it.
I think we all do.
You can tell that to people, but they need to experience it.
You can't
have that point of reference.
You can't go to any pro level shooter and say that they just started out shooting 90%. There's not one of them. All of us. I mean, I think my first round of sporting clays, I don't even think I broke 30. I think it was like a 27. Gebbin tells a story all the time about being last place in his class at his first nationals. I mean, we all struggled. I mean, we all kind of took we all definitely took it off the chin to have that, and I think that's part of the process that has to happen.